This is the Fresh Take interviews where we get to know the person behind the mic, the art, the voice, and get their unfiltered take on the world that is anime right now. Today, today I'm in very esteemed company. Joining me is a comedian, a writer, rapper, gamer, content creator, cosplayer, basically a walking creative ecosystem. She's also the mind behind Half Famous, a guide to making it from a person who hasn't made it yet, which is, at the time of my research, a #1 bestseller on Amazon in the performing arts category. She's currently touring and has taken the time out to sit down with me, which I am very, very humbled indeed. She's someone who's truly dedicated to bringing humor and laughs in a very authentic way. And if there's something I missed out or something that I got wrong, I believe that she will hopefully correct me in a way that's not at my expense. Welcome on to the Fresh Takes interview, Roxy Haze.
Hey, no, you just made me sound super important. I was just like, that's me? Oh, yo. I'm
No,
out here.
no, you are very important, dude. You're someone who I've come across on my channels, and because I'm an anime fan, and a lot of your content revolves around anime and jokes. It's right up my alley. So thank you for taking the time out to kind of sit down and I guess first and foremost, what I want to do is a little bit of an icebreaker. I'm pretty sure you don't need
Okay.
it because you're someone who's always on the stage. You're always someone who is in your element. But I want to do one nonetheless, and this is called the 1 minute quiz, where I ask you questions that you should know by yourself. Hopefully,
Uh-oh.
he says. What I'm gonna do
We're gonna
is
find out.
I should actually get in the habit of getting my stopwatch out quicker.
It's okay. You did fine. That was quick.
Yeah, you know what? Because last time I did the same thing with another guest and it took a little bit longer. So my records should hopefully improve until I pre-prepare. But yes, we're going to put 1 minute on the clock now. And in 3, 2, 1. What is your name?
Ooh, Roxy Haze. Why did I say ooh? Why did I get scared? Okay. It was supposed to clock it.
Favorite anime?
Of all time or right now?
Of all time.
Ooh, of all time, Hunter x Hunter.
Do you eat cheese by itself?
Yeah. I'm lactose
Bur-
intolerant.
Burgers or ramen?
Ooh, ramen. Ramen.
Comfort anime?
Ooh, I'm gonna go House Moving Castle, technically anime movie, but I'm going House Moving Castle.
Would you rather have a pet whale or a pet dinosaur?
Ooh, dinosaur.
Anime you dropped instantly.
Uh, I usually suffer through. I can't really think of one. Nope, Goblin Slayer. I was out. I was like,
Oof.
yeah, the first episode, I was like, ooh, this is too much for me.
And last question, Houston or LA?
Houston, 1,000, 1,000,000%. I want to go home every day. Like, I just want to go back every day.
I asked that question because you're currently residing in LA, so I take it
Yes.
that that was a little bit easier than I thought it would be
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
so yeah, nah, I like LA is great for like work, but all my family, I grew up in Houston, friends and all of that. LA is cool, but whenever I go back home to Houston, I'm like, I kind of wanna move back, but I wouldn't have got 80 to 90% of the opportunities I got if I still was in Houston. So I try to be grateful that I'm out here. I don't hate it. I just
Mm.
there's no like Cajun food out here. It's not like barbecue heavy. Yeah, I'm big on barbecue, and it's not. I haven't like found a real good barbecue spot out here, and I've been out here for 5 years. So
Mm.
one
That
day,
is fair and fair. Hopefully, if you don't find it, you'll always have somewhere at home where you can go and grab that.
for
There
sure.
was one question that I didn't quite make it to in the list, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I want to, and I kind of want to see your thoughts. 90s cartoons or anime?
Ooh, that's a trifling question. Why would you do that to me? Of all people, why would you do that to me? I'm gonna have to go anime, and that's just because if we're just 90s cartoons, that's just one decade of cartoons, right? There's so
Mm,
much anime, and I've been watching anime since I was little. It's
mm,
like, I don't really go back as much as I love 90s cartoons, there's some that I'll still watch, like Hey Arnold, Daria, like, I'll circle back, but old anime that I watch, I still watch, like Akira, like, I just rewatched Akira a little while ago, like, I'm always gonna go back and rewatch some old anime versus, like, an old cartoon, because sometimes the 90s cartoons, the nostalgia is great, but they don't necessarily hold up, because sometimes I'll watch them, I'm like, I should have not rewatched this, this isn't good. This wasn't as good as
mm.
I thought it was.
No, I hear that. Sometimes we can be victims of the nostalgia. I
Yeah.
remember I came across a post of yours where you were kind of guessing cartoons based off a few seconds of the intro. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie to you, you were way too quick for it to have not been something that that you're watching these that to this
I
day.
so I will say I listen to theme songs, like,
Mm,
consistently, like, not daily, but pretty close to daily. So I might not watch the show, but I'll listen to the music. Even,
mm,
old thing like, I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast in years, but I
mm.
listen to the soundtrack pretty often. So that's why yeah, I destroyed Patrick. Shout out Patrick Cloud. I don't even know why that and like Disney songs, those are two
Mm.
things nobody can beat me on, like in anything. Like I don't care if you made the song. You're not beating
Oof.
me on. That is just ingrained.
No, do you know, I wish I knew this before. If we ever do this again, I'm gonna try to see if I can see if I can at
Please.
least put up a challenge. Um Amongst my friends, I basically have something that I label musical Tourette's, where someone can say a word and it will trigger me
Yeah,
to like sing. Like
same.
it's quite bad. It's
I
actually
have to hold it in
yeah.
sometimes.
I actually think my friends are sick of me. There'll be times we'll be gaming, we'll be in a session, and then like they'll say a word, and then it'll set me off. It will set me off.
Yeah, my friend GQ, I met her on All Def too. She'll just hang up on me. Mine is like I'll just start belting because I really like Broadway and stuff. So I'll just start belting and she'll just hang up. I'm like, that's valid.
Mm,
Not
mm,
mad at it.
mm.
I get it.
No, that's true. So I know that you are currently touring, and you're a comic. There is something that I wanted to do. The 1 minute quiz is like a generic icebreaker, but this is something that I kind of want to add into it. So I want to do something called Punchline or
Huh?
Plotline, where I know I don't need to tell you some plots in anime are wild, some are pretty
Crazy.
suspect. There'll be times I'm watching things and I'm not sure if you've fell victim to it, but you'll be watching a goated anime that should be pretty safe for someone to watch, and then someone will walk in and it'll be the most sus scene ever.
Just like what is especially with like, oh no, she's a million years old, but she looks like she's 12. It's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm gonna turn this off. Like maybe let's not sexualize that character. Like it's so yeah, I know exactly what you
Insert seven deadly sins here. But
mean.
the actual concept that I would do, punchline or plotline, is I'm going to basically read some plots that are prepared. Some of them are going to be real, some of them are going to be fake. I think I've got about 8. That was supposed to rhyme, but it happened to do so. And we're going to see if you know your anime from the punchline.
Oh,
So, number 1, a con artist who tricks everyone into believing he's a psychic.
that's real.
Hmm. And do you
What is
know where it's from, if it
hold
was to be real?
no.
No,
I
well,
think I do. Wait, am I right?
you're correct. It's real, and it's from an anime called Mob Psycho 100.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, wait. I'm so bad on the spot. Keep going.
No, there's a guy on our podcast, shout out Highlander. He's someone who is, you will tell him the name of someone, who'll be like, who? You have to describe the person like to the letter. Like, oh, so the blonde guy who basically always wears a suit and he throws soap. You go, I know who you're talking about.
I know that guy.
The second one, a guy who dies and gets reborn as a vending machine.
You know what? I I'm torn because there's so many reincarnated as a something that I
Mm.
wouldn't be shocked if that was real.
Okay.
Like I feel like that's real. Like, could
Mm,
they make a whole anime on that? It's real, isn't it?
you tell me.
It's real. I'm gonna say real.
It is real. It's from an anime called.
I knew it.
It's actually the plot is wild. It's from an anime called Reborn as a Vending Machine. I now wander the dungeon.
So that's what. See, like they are just. It's so many. It'll be like I'm reincarnated as a baby that grew up to be the king of the cat. It's like, what are we doing? And sometimes I'll watch them. I have a list of some that I'm gonna watch. So the vending machine is going around the dungeon.
Pretty much, it's in the isekai world, and I guess I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to at least check it out, but from what I know, the vending machine has the ability to like vend.
It's like, what are your powers? He's giving me snacks. It's crazy.
Next one is a group chat that predicts their futures and their deaths.
I don't think that's an anime. I think it's a movie.
Oh, you're free for free right now. Well done.
Oh yeah,
It-
what's that
it's-
movie called? Right?
To be honest, I remember it, but I can't remember it. It's gonna annoy me right now.
Let me see if we can find, because I remember seeing that and they would be texting each other like, "You're about to die," and it's like, what is this?
I remember seeing it on on socials back in the day, but while you fact check, I'll throw another one at you.
I'm such a nerd. I'm like, I gotta see. Oh, Unfriended, originally titled
That's it.
Cybernatural.
That's it. Thank you.
Because I was like, I remember, because I was like, just log off. Like when I saw the trailer, I was like, get off, just get off. I don't understand.
I couldn't remember the name, but when you reminded me, I wanted to say Facebook, but like,
I knew it was something like that because that was 2014. Yeah, they were trying to like scare. It's always some mass hysteria about something. So that was just like the dangers of the internet, the dangers of social media. You could die in a group. It's just like, all right, okay, sure, sure, that makes sense. We're supposed to do that. Let's go watch the movie later.
You know what? I'll watch it. I'll basically do it for my homework, and I'll let you know my thoughts later.
Yeah.
Next one is a girl who sees ghosts and spirits but ignores them.
Okay, so that sounds like Don Don, but she doesn't ignore them.
I do like Dun Dun Dun.
Yeah, oh, I love Don Don. I'm gonna say real because anime they love the spiritual. It's so much ghosts and all of that stuff. Like, so I'm gonna say real.
Okay, you know what? I'm finding it hard to trip you up right now. You're literally on a hot streak. Okay, we're halfway through. We got 4 more. Let's see if you can carry on your perfect record.
Oh wait, what was that one called?
This one is from an anime called Miracle-chan.
Oh, okay.
It's basically a horror anime where she basically sees gruesome ghosts and spirits, and they're really mad, but she ignores them for her safety, and I think the safety of her friends.
Got you. That's why I haven't seen it. I'd be so scared of stuff that'll give me nightmares. So I still might watch it.
You know what?
Just because.
If you do, let me know your thoughts. Okay.
Will do.
So this one is a group of roommates who discovers their landlord is a retired magical girl.
Ooh. I feel like that's real. I feel like it's real. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. That's not like, if it's not real, I want to watch it.
It's not real, and I finally got you. I thought this is a lost cause. I'm not gonna get you, but this one is actually made up one.
That sounds good. I will watch that.
But disclaimer: these are, even though I believe they're made up, I also believe that there's an anime for everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some like niche property that actually
because that
has
sounded
done this.
like, what's the one my friend just was telling me about? It's like something is a dragon maid or something like that release, and
there's a movie coming out soon from that one.
yeah. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, that could be true. If somebody's a dragon maid, why wouldn't there be a retired magical girl?
Yes.
I wanted to go 8 for 8, but that was a good one. I'll give you that one.
Okay. Let's see if you can get some constellations. So this one is an esports team who realize that their NPCs have self-awareness.
Ooh. I feel like now I'm gonna get all these wrong
Mhm.
because I don't think that's real. Watch it be real.
Well
Oh, it's not
done.
real? Okay.
Well done.
Woo! Okay. All right.
Well
I'll
done.
because now the
Okay.
pressure's on.
We got two more. We got two more. Two unrelated babies swapped at birth and later on forced into an arranged marriage.
You know what's crazy?
Mhm.
Is that real? That's real, isn't it?
It's real.
That's sick. I knew it. It was two. I have seen so many
Mm,
babies swapped at birth.
mm.
Stuff. It was one my daughter was actually telling me about. It was like one baby got reincarnated as another baby and was like, but was really like a grown man
I
and like
believe
was
that one
trying
is called.
to
I believe that one's called Oshinoko. I believe that might be the one that, if
what?
my anime radar is on the money, that one should be one called Oshinoko, which is about idols and
Yep.
two people who are reincarnated into babies of the idol. It's
What
a
are
good
we
watch.
doing?
It's a good
Yeah,
watch.
that's why I'm just like, what is going on?
But the one on this list is from a love anime, romance anime called A Couple of Cuckoos.
That's romance?
It's a
Wait,
romance anime.
so they're siblings
They're
and
technically
they
not related. They were two unrelated babies who
okay.
were swapped at birth, and their parents wanted to get
Oh,
to know
I
their
see.
real children, and they thought it would be a good idea in doing so if they made their not children. Then yeah, it's a
That's crazy.
it's a plot and a half. A
Yeah,
plot and a
that's a
half.
lot.
Okay, and the last one is a sports anime about competitive poetry.
You know, I don't know because
Mhm.
I actually saw an anime about competitive rapping. And I was I'm not gonna even get into that, but I was a little upset. I'm like, with no black people? Question mark. But
Hmm.
ah, I'm gonna say fake.
It's real. This this one is a romance sports anime called Chiha Yufuru, and
What? How is that sport? Well, competitive.
they basically have competitive. It's a competitive poetry card game where they basically need to compete against other students, schools, and whatnot.
I should have known.
It's a pretty
I should
decent
have
watch.
known.
Oh
I'm upset. So what is
no,
that?
but
Six
no,
out
well
of
done.
6 out of 8?
Well, yeah. To be honest, it was a
I
thing
want.
where I wanted to make it. I wanted you to get like a lower success rate. So, well, thank you for proving me wrong.
You're like, actually, I wanted you to get none of them right.
I may have done this with other people and they've got a lot lower. So well done.
Yes, no, that was hard.
But again, Roxy, thank you very much for joining me on this Fresh Take interview. This gives our community a chance to get to know you and what you're up to. We did a couple of icebreakers, and I guess we're gonna do a little bit of unpacking. So, first question I'm gonna throw your way is, what was your gateway anime?
Ooh, so my gateway anime was I didn't even know I was watching anime.
Mm.
It was Speed Racer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Speed Racer. So it used to come on. I used to just be up
Mm.
at night, and so I watched everything. Like people always ask like, "How old are you?" Because why do you know these '70s cartoons? And it would be like I was just up, and I would watch a
Mm.
lot of Cartoon Network because it was one of the only channels that was legit just showing pretty much cartoons all night. You know, I watched Nick at Night and all of that stuff, but Cartoon Network, they're showing cartoons all night. And so I would watch Speed Racer used to come on. I didn't know it was anime. It was just like, oh, it's a cartoon. But then later I found out that oh, Speed Racer is an anime. So I was like, oh, that was technically my first anime. Before I knew that, it was
Mm.
Dragon Ball Z. I feel like that's a lot of people. Well, I'm not sure how old you are, but for sure,
Mm.
how old are you? You know,
You know they
black
say
girl.
black don't crack and
Don't be cracking.
Asian don't raisin like it.
So I
uh,
never know. So
I was born in the late 80s,
oh, me too. 88.
89.
Okay. I'm December 88, so I'll be one of the lions say 89. But
I'm December 89. Snap.
oh, let's go. So Dragon Ball Z was the one for me where I knew I was watching anime. I knew this wasn't like an American cartoon. I understood the difference. My brother actually put it on, and it's funny when he put it on. The first
Mm,
time he came home and was trying to watch it, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Turn this shit off. I don't want to watch this." I was trying to watch whatever I was trying to watch. I was like, "I don't want to watch your stuff." But I started watching it with him. I'm like, "Oh, this shit is fire. What is this?"
mm,
And I started watching it so much, like he would be going outside and playing, and I would be watching
mm,
Dragon Ball
mm,
Z. And so that really got me into anime. I was like, I love these characters. This is so interesting. This is something that felt completely different than anything I had watched before.
mm.
I was like, oh, this isn't just like, American cartoons are more episodic, right? It's just like this
Yeah.
episode doesn't necessarily connect to this episode, though the world resets every episode. But
Mm, mm,
anime is like, oh, these are arcs. This connects to the episode I saw yesterday, and that connects to the thing I saw yesterday. And like these characters, there are actual consequences. I know that
yep.
sounds weird now saying that with Dragon Ball Z because everybody comes back alive or whatever, right? But there's still some
Damage Dragon
consequences.
Balls.
Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, somebody dies, they die, even if it's only a brief
Mm,
period. And so for me, I was like, this is so interesting. And so then it just got me into that. And then, Toonami.
throwback. I
Yo,
used to love
oh man,
Toonami.
Toonami Tom. Oh, I'm so sad when Toonami was gone.
Mm,
But I just used to watch that. So yeah, definitely Dragon Ball Z Toonami, but OG would be Speed Racer. And there was a couple other just like cartoon well, not cartoon.
mm,
Cartoons the same. Sorry, cartoons that I thought were cartoons, but I found out they were anime.
mm,
Like it was like this old Little Mermaid that I
mm.
thought was a cartoon. It's so sad, but it turns out it was an anime movie.
Oh.
It's the saddest version of the Little Mermaid because it's written um it's the original Hans Christian Andersen version where like
Okay.
she pretty much commits suicide or whatever. But you can see it on
Mm.
YouTube.
You know what?
And
I'll add it to the list.
yeah, add it to the list.
Mm.
So, spoiler alert, I don't know if you're familiar with the original Little Mermaid, but at the end, she doesn't get with the prince. He actually gets with somebody else. And she was supposed to, in order for her not to die, she would have had to kill him, but she doesn't want
Uh,
to kill him. So she like
oh.
flings herself into the water and then she
Mhm.
turns into sea foam. And so they depict this, yeah, in the anime movie. And
Mm.
so I'm just a little kid. I'm like, oh, the Little Mermaid. Oh, this is not the Little Mermaid. And then her little dolphin friend is crying after her. Is super sad.
Oh.
Um, but that too, like I just always feel like what's dope about anime is they
Mm.
don't shy away from those topics.
You're very
It
right.
like
Mm.
death and spirituality and even like we're talking about like ghosts and supernatural, like they put that shit in there. And they're like, we don't
Mm.
care if you're a child, like somebody's gonna die. So, it's in there.
Mm-mm. You're gonna learn today, literally.
Care if you four.
To be honest, when you said Speed Racer, it's actually something that wouldn't really, in my opinion, be associated with someone's first or their gateways. And I do remember
Mhm.
Speed Racer being very. Their jokes were very wild, and their
He was
humor was.
crazy.
Especially Speed Racer, he was unhinged and didn't give a damn.
At all. At all. Like he was so rude. He was so rude. He was so super competitive.
Hmm.
You know that clip that had went uh viral was like that little boy crying. He's like, "Stop crying. You're not gonna do." It's like, why are you talking to him like that? Like he would just be there. Somebody made a compilation of like all the
Hmm.
time speed racers killed somebody.
Oh,
It's
yep.
just like cars flying off the cliff. He didn't
Hmm.
care. So yeah, speed racers definitely. And I had to look it up. I'm like, because when did it originally come out? So 1967
Hmm.
to 68. And I didn't know it was based on a manga, but yeah.
Ooh, the
So
more
yeah,
you
it's
know.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that there's an anime that shapes you?
Ooh. I would for sure say Dragon Ball Z or specifically Dragon Ball for me.
Okay.
Because Dragon Ball was before Goku got all his powers, and it was like he was just throwing hands.
Mm-mm.
And he went through so much in Dragon Ball. You know, it's like this little kid, and he has to leave his world, and then he ends up killing his parent figure, you know, his provider on accident. So it's just like, um, I've always had this thing where I feel like, or people have treated me as though like I'm just like this aggressive monster kind of thing, and it's like
Mm.
that's not how I'm viewing myself. So like I just kind of resonated with that, like having this power within you and being treated a certain way, and it's like kind of out of your control. So I don't know, but just how he like perseveres and he's still always fighting, always trying to be the best. I actually have a Goku on the Nimbus, which I need to get finished
Oh,
on my
okay.
thigh.
Okay.
So yeah, because I'm just like it's just something about,
Mm.
and I get that he's got Flander eyes, right? Like he's just so stupid now. He's just so dumb. But he wasn't
Uh,
always that stupid. Like, you know, he
exactly.
used to actually be kind of smart. Like he
Mhm.
had good ideas and he was logical, but now he's just like, yeah, I don't know. They just made him so fucking stupid. But can I curse?
Mhm. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
He's so goddamn
Yeah.
stupid. But yeah, he wasn't always. So that's why I like
Mm.
will rewatch Dragon Ball a lot, because I'm like, that's before he got stupid and it was just fighting. Like it was more
Mm.
about like growth and progression and the actual characters versus like just fight.
Yeah, on that vein, I think no, I know you're right because it got to a stage where Goku used to do he used to be very agile on his feet and also on his mind. Like I remember up
Mm-hmm.
until I say Namek, he used to do some crazy tactics, and then after that, he just became
Yeah.
just like brute force and like mad power
It's like,
levels.
yeah, he used to think his way out of stuff and situations, and now it just was like even if we look at how he got, I can't even think of the character's name, where like he blew through him to kill, was it Raditz?
Oh, Piccolo, was it? Right.
Piccolo. And then they did it with, I want to say Raditz. Now I gotta look it up.
Because Piccolo
Um,
did the special beam cannon to pierce
to what was it?
Reddit's.
Net? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but it was like so stuff like that. It's like,
Mm,
where are those things? Where's that strategy that you were doing? And excuse me, my
mm.
allergies.
No,
What happened to that?
I
That
hear
was
you.
just like, I'm fighting. I'm a fight.
Mm.
So
I think I remember the
mhm.
last smart thing that Goku did was he was underwater when he was fighting Frieza. I believe it was Frieza. And then he did two energy balls like in front of him and just basically made them stay. And then he swam away and then made the energy balls go up one by one to distract Frieza and
Mhm.
then use that distraction to sneak behind Frieza to get a sneak attack in. And those are the kind of things that I
Yeah.
used to think Goku was a genius, but
It's like,
then
oh,
he
he's
just
he's
became very blasé.
yeah. It's just like, I just like to work to where it's like, oh, Vegeta's the more interesting, compelling character.
Mm,
And I never wanted that. I was a Goku stan. Like you could tell me nothing about Goku, but now I got to be like, well,
mm. Have
Vegeta's better.
you have you ever watched Dragon Ball Bridge? I'm just very curious about this.
Yeah, it's funny.
I feel Dragon Ball Bridge has replaced my canon knowledge of Dragon Ball because things like Muffin Button, Space Duck, like all these squares make a circle. I just feel like it's all real. Dragon Ball Bridge is so good. If you haven't watched it, I fully recommend it. And I'm sure Roxy
Please,
co-signs that.
absolutely, it's so funny.
On the topic of funny, would you say that there is an anime that's impacted your sense of humor?
I would definitely say Gintama is
Mm,
so funny. But if we're talking like older, Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu
mm.
Hakusho is so funny. I just rewatched the whole thing again. Like Yusuke is probably one of my favorite characters, just because he just doesn't care, and he's like
Mm.
talking shit. It was the one I watched a lot of like compilations,
Yeah.
but when he was like, Earth to toddler bitch. Like that's the only anime where I'm for sure like a sub snob. I kind of chilled on
Okay.
it a little bit, but I'm for sure like,
Mhm.
no, I want to watch it in its original language. I want to read the subtitles. Like, and if somebody was like, oh, watch the dub, I'd be like, ew, you suck. Like you don't know, you're not really watching anime. Like, you know, I've been learning Japanese and stuff like that to try to really watch it.
Mm.
But that's one of the ones where I'm like, no, I'm taking the dub. over the sub because it's so funny.
2 minutes. There are some dubs that I'm usually more of a sub man by default myself, but there are certain dubs that are pretty decent. Like I say, Soul Eater is probably one of my favorite dubs. It's just I guess because I watched Soul Eater when I was first getting into anime, when with the
Mm.
knowledge that I was watching anime. So I started off with dub, and then it was Naruto that kind of changed me to a subbed man because it got to say where I ran out of episodes and I had to
Uh-huh.
basically know what's going on. So I made the transition. I
Yeah.
did the jump
My
that
friend's
way.
been trying to get me to watch Soul Eater for a long time, my friend GQ. That's like her favorite anime. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out at some point.
Mm. I got something. One sec.
No problem. Oh, dope.
Watch Soul Eater. It's really good. It's really
You're
good.
like, no, this is my thing.
You mentioned that you watched Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm ashamed to admit that it's one of the ones that are on my list that I need to
Uh-huh.
start, and like it's one of the ones that I definitely know I'm going to enjoy once I get into it. But I just haven't made that commitment just yet because there's just so much anime on my to watch list.
It's so I have so like to where I get overwhelmed sometimes. I'm like,
Mm,
it's so many, especially like that's one of the ones, and even like Soul Eater, like those are kind of I'll call them like almost core anime, where it's like
mm,
a lot of people watch them, and so it's like I feel like I'm missing certain connections with people because I haven't watched it. So it's like that's one of the ones where I'm like, okay, I need to watch this so that I can see why is this so important to so many of y'all?
mm. On
So
that
yeah.
note, would you say that, or yeah, I guess on that note,
Mm.
what one anime haven't you started yet that you are ashamed to say that you haven't?
Ooh, okay, hold on. So this one, do I even want to tell people
Ooh,
this?
it's the fact that you're pausing. Like I like this.
Cause it is.
Mm.
Hold on, let me go to the list. Okay, so this is gonna be bad because I don't even think Bleach. I'm gonna finally admit it. It's Bleach. It's Bleach. I never was interested in Bleach. I think like I've been in conversations where people are talking about Bleach, and I know enough about the characters to kind of be like, oh yeah, but I just won't say anything. Like that, I have shame for
Mm,
Bleach because I never care. It never, nothing about it interests me. Like the look of it didn't interest me.
mm,
The nothing. Like the story, I didn't care about. So like I didn't care. And so now it's been so many years, and people always talk to me about Bleach, and I'll be like, yeah, never
mm.
seen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it eventually. I kind of have to.
Carry on. I just want to get something.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at my oh god. Now I'm looking at my list. It's Bleach. It's this other one that I didn't see that everybody was like, you gotta watch it. It is let me. I'm still scrolling. Oh god.
Bleach is so good.
And that's what
I'll
everybody
be honest.
says. And
Mm.
then they have the black woman character too. So I forgot her name.
Yoriichi.
Yurichi, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I am like, I know parts, I know some of the characters, but I'm really looking through my list. Okay, so here's another one.
Go for it.
And same thing. I know certain plot points, but I haven't watched it. It's Mob Psycho.
Ooh. Do you know what?
Yeah. Haven't seen Mob Psycho.
And the fact that you were able to guess the plot during the
Yeah.
punchline, well done.
Because that's this dude I used to date, that's his favorite anime. So he
Mm,
used to talk about it all the time. So that's why I was like, this sounds familiar. I wasn't sure if it was Mob Psycho, but I'm like, that sounds familiar. But I don't think I've seen a full episode of it. I'm really scrolling down. But Bleach is the one. You know what? Now I'm gonna have to watch Bleach. And for a while,
mhm.
okay, this is another now I'm just doing anime confessions. Okay, so
This is her confessions. So it's musical Tourette.
the
Sorry, carry on.
um it was I had seen 2018. I saw the first season of My Hero.
Okay.
I
Mm,
was watching it with my ex-fiance, and
mm.
then we ended up breaking up. So then I never wanted to watch My Hero again.
That
And I
is
did not
fair.
start back watching My Hero until a couple months ago. So like same thing. Everybody's watching My Hero, so I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of plot points. I wrote for some different anime platforms, and so I have to look certain stuff up and all of that. But I didn't finish it. So now I'm finally on the last season, and I'm gonna finish it this week. But I'm just so sad. It's making me so sad. So I'm watching these last episodes real slow. But yeah, I didn't watch it from 2018 to 2026. Like I'm
Okay.
just now. And same thing. I will be having these conversations. I was actually playing the games. I'd be playing the games. I'd be talking to people about My Hero. I would be even like promoting it. Like cause I've had I like brand deals where I'm promoting, but I'm like, yeah, I need to finish. I need to finish it.
You know, with My Hero, I'll be honest with it. My Hero was an anime that I watched at certain stages because I was already in the rabbit hole and I kind of wanted to see where it went. And it started off, in my opinion, very strong. And then
Yeah.
it reached a point where I believe it got a little bit just okay. And I was watching it for watching its sake. But they did well with the ending, in my opinion, at the very least. And the way they kind of rounded up the arcs. And there were certain character plot lines that were more engaging than the main overall storyline. So if you basically know a character called Todoroki, him and his family
Yeah.
dynamic, the way they explored that was so good. And the redemption arc of the father, it was
Oh
beautiful.
my God, Endeavor. Yeah, like so I just watched what just happened in the last episode. I think I'm on episode 3 of this last season. So yeah, so all that shit was sad. And then I'm actually kind of glad I watched it this way because there were certain seasons where I'm like, I don't necessarily like this pacing. And if this is all I would have got for a full year, I would have been mad.
You bet.
Because yeah, some of the pacing, because when you really think of it, I'm like, oh, all of this happened in a year, pretty much. Like this whole show is in a year because they're like, we're supposed to start school next year. So I'm like, for this to be spread out for 9 seasons?
I believe
Or something
so.
like that?
8, 9, give or take.
8 or 9 seasons?
Don't quote me on that.
So I'm like, but if I would have had to wait 8 or 9 years for like, because some of the season, like they're just talking this whole season, like, like this isn't. I don't know. I would have been mad. So I'm actually kind of glad I waited and binged it because I'm just kind of flowing into it. And yeah, I was weeping. I was crying a lot. I'm super emotional. I cry with a lot of stuff. So yeah, I was just like, Lee, you just want to go to school. Like I just. And another confession, I still haven't seen the last 3 episodes of Assassination Classroom.
Can I
because
stop you
know
there? Roxy,
yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know you're on a roll, and I apologize for this.
No, it's okay. No. You never seen it?
No, I've seen it. The ending of Assassination Classroom, and if you say that you're a crier, it will get you.
And that's why I haven't watched it. Because I already, like, I know what's gonna happen. I know something. I know what's gonna happen. They tell you what's gonna happen, and I'm like, I can't handle that. And mind you, this has been like 3 or 4 years. I'm probably every time I'm like, okay, let's just finish these episodes. I'm like, I can't. I can't. Girl Sensei. I'm like, I'm not. I can't. I don't want to hear that, and I know that's what's gonna happen. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna finish them today just so I can rip the Band-Aid off, and then I'm gonna message you and be like, this is your fault.
3 episodes. Okay, Roxy, can I be honest with you? I'll be honest with you. There hasn't been a lot of anime that's given me like emotional jump scares.
See?
I can kind of see like them coming usually. And despite the fact that Assassination Classroom at the start tells you their mission, tells you the objective, and tells you what's going to happen, you still are not prepared for it actually happening.
That's what I'm saying.
But can I be honest with you? If you watch it, despite the fact that it will get you, I promise you, it's a beautiful, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful ending. But when you do watch it, please let me know because
I'm probably gonna watch it today just because I'm like, when I say this has been looming over me. I'm like, because I forgot what happened in the last episode when I was like, no, I can't see this. I think it was pretty much. They showed his backstory, so it was after that. But even after seeing the backstory, I was like, Nah, man, I'm not strong enough for this. I'm not strong enough. So I'm gonna try to watch them today. And
Yes,
this is your
please.
fault.
And give me a message and let me know your thoughts because I will love to hear your thoughts. Because there's only been,
Excuse me.
I think, 3 that have actually brought tears to my eye, and that was one of them.
What were the other two?
Do you know what? The funny thing is, I say that. What were the other 2? Okay, so
Erased.
erased. Erased is one as well, actually. Okay, cool. There's been moments in what's it called? I see it. The one with the immortal being that shapeshifts to your eternity.
Oh, okay. I haven't
There,
seen that one, but it's on my list. I've heard
there
good
have been
things.
moments in that one that have made me go. And the other 2 slipped my mind. I might need to look back. If I remember, I'll look back because it's like
I pretty much cried in every anime I watch. Like
mm,
it'll depending on what happens with the characters. Like I've cried Dragon Ball Z. I've cried
mm.
Naruto for sure. Hunter x Hunter. Oh, the Chimera Ant arc.
Wait. What do you know about the Chimera Ant arc? Tell me
I
about the Chimera
wept.
Ant arc.
Hunter x Hunter is that is my. I love that anime. So it was bad for like 4 reasons. So Hunter x Hunter was also one that my fiance had introduced me to. But that one, I like even after we broke up, I was watching it. So I was actually working at who was I working? I was doing graphic design for some mortgage company. So I would be watching episodes at work while I'm working. And it had got to the part where they were doing like their last game. And I just sat at my desk and I was just crying. Like I had to leave. I was like, hey, I need to leave early. And I had just broke off my engagement too. So it was like, I just broke off the engagement. This was this anime we were watching. And then I'm finna cry again. Like just how they died. And it was like, oh my God. Like, so some people will be like, the Chimera Ant arc is so long. Shut up. Shut your ass up.
Please. Do you actually like anime? Do you like anime? Do you actually like storytelling? You're just telling me that you don't like storytelling.
They hate storytelling. Anybody that says that, you hate storytelling, you hate character development, you hate character arcs. Like that was what more do you want? It's like they were fighting to the death. Kite got his head chopped off and Gon turned into beef jerky. That's why I'm like what do you and had that boy laid out. But it was just like there was so much, and I get there was a lot going on, but like one of the ants had a gun. That's why I'm just like, what?
The sniper.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't understand why you're saying this is too long.
I have told certain members of my own podcast that the Chimera Ant arc is probably my favorite arc in anime because it's just so well done. And I've had people tell me that the reason that they don't like the Ant arc is because Gon doesn't face Meruem. I was thinking, I was like, why would that be a reason you don't like it?
We don't and somebody told me that same thing, and I'm like, that's such a stupid statement. Who cares? We didn't need we didn't need everything. Doesn't need this big final battle. You know what I mean? Like the big final battle was him within himself and his existence. Like, he would have killed Gon would have got his ass whooped. Like that's like Gon would not have won. There's no the show would have been over. It would have been done. Because he barely beat the number 3.
Was that P2?
P2. Was she number 2 or 3? Because the butterfly was 2, right?
There's Poof.
Yeah, Poof. And Poof got laid out, but I forgot if she was either. I don't even know if she was 2. She might have been 4 because then it was like the horsey man.
the trio, yeah.
Yeah, and so it was like, yeah, she was either because Miriam was number 1, and then I think it was Poof, and then or Poof, whatever I'm talking about.
Shia Poof, if I recall.
Yeah, and then the other. So that's what I'm like. He would have got destroyed.
He would have got.
But, and so it's just like we didn't need it. He Kite. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like now I'm just getting upset again. Why would he? This is a person that killed his mentor, his connection to his father, and it was his fault.
Oh,
because he was weak. Like that was in his mind, like, because I didn't do what I needed to do, da da da. I got Kite killed.
Mm.
And then she lied to him, was like, oh,
Mhm.
we're gonna bring him back. And it was just like, no, that was the battle we needed. So like I said, I've had this argument with multiple people. I'm like, you don't like good story. You just want to see fight, flash, flash. You don't want good storytelling. And that's fine. That's fine. That's
Mm.
okay. But then say that. Say I don't like story. I don't like character development. I just want to see fights. And then that's okay.
Mm.
Then go watch Solo Leveling. I like Solo Leveling, but it's a fight anime. Like it's about the fights. It's about the battles. We don't
Yep.
necessarily care about. There's not really a whole lot of story. It's some
Mm.
story, right? But it's about the fights. It's about the battles. It's about us watching him get stronger to
Yep.
beat stronger villains.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
fine. Then go watch that, but don't watch Hunter x Hunter and be like, you're not. Like, shut up.
Uh,
Mm,
okay. You know what?
I get upset.
The funny thing is, I could actually talk about that with you like all night for me and morning
Yeah,
for you.
this would
But
be like a
yeah.
6-hour podcast.
You know, we might have to do a part 2 and do a bit of unpacking at one stage. And if you're
Oh,
down for
definitely
that,
down.
I'll be down for that. But yes,
Love it.
we're gonna have to move on to the section called Talking Shop, where we just basically get to introduce the craft to the anime. And one thing that we've said quite a bit in this session is we've spoken a lot about sad anime, but I guess
Mhm.
you being a comedian, I want to basically lean into the ha-has a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit more. And in anime, I just wanted to get your thoughts on if you know of any anime characters that are unintentionally funny. They're just funny because of who they are.
Who is I would say Gojo. I think Gojo's on purpose funny. But him and what's his face? Megumi, like their
Mm,
relationship and even him with Nanami, like I always like those dynamics make the other character funny. Like, right, like in comedy, it's always like this person and then the straight man,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like to me, the straight man is always funnier. Like that's
Mm,
usually the person I crack up at. So like Nanami's reactions to Gojo are funny.
mm.
So you remember that short you watched Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
I do. I've read the
Okay.
manga as well.
Okay. Oh, me too. So, but you remember when he was like he kept like bothering him and chasing him, and then he gave him a note and he read it, and it had
Yeah,
like a little dick in
yeah.
there.
Yep,
But
yep,
just
yep.
how he was screaming, like because he's always so composed. So that
Mm,
too, like whenever it's the character that's always like, and they finally crack, that's just so funny to me.
mm,
So
mm,
I definitely say Nanami was unintentionally funny, just because how he reacts with Gojo. I'll even
mm.
say what's his face? Who else would be funny? Kakashi's funny.
He is. And the
Yeah,
thing is, I don't think he doesn't mean to be, but he's hilarious.
he's so funny, especially him interacting with Guy.
Oh, I love the
Like
dynamic.
that, I love it's so good. It's so
Mm.
good.
I don't know if this was filler or this was actually canon, but I remember there was one episode where Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura were following Kakashi around because they wanted to
Yep.
see what's under his mask, and they spent the whole
Because the big
episode.
lips.
Yeah, they imagine him having big lips, like looking grotesque. And at the end, he goes, "Oh, you want to see what's under the mask? Yeah, another mask." And I was like, "You absolute."
Yeah. I was cracking up. Yeah, I think that one is filler, but
Mm,
I'll watch filler. Especially like if it's
mm,
my first time watching it. I just want to see what it is. Then when I watch back, sometimes I won't watch it if I'm like, okay, this wasn't good filler. But yeah,
mm.
I like filler. So yeah, for sure, any type of straight man in a any show, honestly, I'll crack up at that character.
Okay, I know that you read the mangas. I don't want to get into spoilers too much, but I'm looking forward to the comedian that should be explored. If you
Yes,
remember, I'm looking forward
that
to seeing.
character was so interesting to me.
Mm,
I was like, yeah, I want to see how they animate that. And I haven't seen like it's like what 3 or 4 episodes. Sometimes what I'll do
mm,
is I don't watch the anime as it's coming out.
mm,
Like I don't like to be that caught up because I want to see the next episode. So sometimes
mm.
I'll let like 4 or 5 stack up and then I'll just go binge those. But it's something about only getting to see one episode and then I gotta wait another week. I don't like that. I
That's
hate it.
that's me in One Piece. With One Piece, I am more or
Oh.
less up to date. for the most part.
Mhm.
But I do a thing where I will let it build, and I'll basically have binge sessions because I hate being up to date with One Piece because the pacing is the pacing of One Piece.
Yeah.
But now that I know that they've changed the format where they're going to be going to seasonal anime now, it's going to hopefully
Mhm.
improve the pacing. But at the same time, I now no longer have that mega long watch that I need to basically like sift through, which may mean that I need to actually shift that to Gintama because I know I'm in the hundreds, but I'm not up to date.
Same. Yeah, I where am I? I gotta check
Mm.
because yeah, I was watching it straight through and it's funny, but because it's not like it's hard to watch like 20 episodes. Like for me,
Yeah,
that's one of the
yeah.
ones like you put on a couple, you maybe watch 2 or 3 and
Mm,
then you put it to the side. But yeah, One Piece, I'm still not caught up. I don't think I'm gonna be caught up. So I was late to One Piece. I didn't
mm.
start watching One Piece till mm, 3, 4, 3, like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was I was very it's too many episodes. I was like, I don't want to watch it. It's too many episodes. Like, I don't it doesn't seem like it's interesting to me. Like, all the stuff I had heard about it, I was like, that's not grabbing me.
Mm.
But then I ended up so stupid men sometimes I'm playing. But no, I ended up dating this guy. I hate
Yeah.
that all the stories are like, this guy. But
Mm,
that's, a lot of times when you get into stuff is because either somebody you're dating or even like a friend, they put you on it. So
mhm.
it was this guy I was dating, and he like that was his favorite anime, and he would be telling me about it all the time, and I'd be like, bro, I died. I don't care. I don't care. This
Mm,
doesn't look interesting to me. But then he was like, okay, I promise you're gonna like it, and he bought me 3 volumes of the manga, and he's like, please just read it. I was like,
okay.
all right, shut the fuck up. I read it. Shut up. And I
Mm,
read it, and I was like, oh, this shit is fire.
mm, mm, mm.
I'm like, I have been
Oh,
converted. Yeah, like I'm like,
Zoro's my favorite character, by the way. Just saying, Zoro is
I love it because
such.
he's
Yeah.
another one. He's so funny. He's so
Yeah.
unintentionally funny.
Mm,
But yeah, I was mad at myself because I was like, I was like, I should have been watching this during the pandemic, and then I would have been caught up.
mm, mm.
So I forgot where I was at. I might have gotten like the 600, but then I started because I was watching. I was like, "There's some stuff I don't remember. I'm just gonna start over," and that was the dumbest mistake I've ever made. I'm back in the 300s, but I'm like, I need to finish. Like, I need to
Mm,
get caught up. Like, I never should have started over. But I'm glad I did, just because it's like, oh, I forgot about this, and oh, I forgot about that.
yeah.
But man, it's like the story, like same thing all the stuff that I was just saying, it was like, yeah, the character development, the character arcs, all these backstories. I knew I was gonna really, really like it. Cause I was even
Mm,
watching the anime, like I was like, oh, maybe it's not as good as the manga, because same thing, the pacing. But when I got fully locked in was Nami. When they first brought her character in, I was like, I
yeah.
don't like her. She kind of annoying. Like she just I don't like when she
Mm,
stole their boat and was doing all this stuff. I was like, what is this
yep.
character?
Yep.
But then when they showed her backstory, I was like,
Mm,
oh, oh my God.
oh,
So
yeah.
I wept. And
Oh.
so then, I
Mm,
was like, this is so sad. So, and that's with even like the fit, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, the storytelling is so good. I will say the damn,
mm.
what arc do you not like, but which is one where you like, come on, man, y'all
It's a bit
drag
weak.
this.
I'd say potentially Thriller Bark would be my one.
Why? You just felt like it wasn't.
Yeah, it was just okay. There was funny moments. Like one of my favorite moments in One
Mhm.
Piece was when Luffy pushes the guy back into the grave. Like that
Yeah.
was from it. I was crying with laughter during that part. But overall, I feel as though maybe because the main character, the main villain, should I say, wasn't overly memorable for me, and it
Yeah.
was just okay after that. I'd say. What would your one be?
I just because and it's probably just because it's like fresh on my brain.
Mm,
Um, I just watched the Skypiea arc. Like some people hate Skypiea.
mm,
I like Skypiea,
mm.
but it is too. It's like that's funny because you just said about the Chimera Ant arc. It's
Mhm.
I'm saying the opposite. It's too long.
Mm,
Like
mm,
that one, the pacing was so bad.
mm.
to where it was like Chimera and Arc, I feel like something was happening in every episode
Yeah.
to progress the story. In Skypiea, I don't feel like something was happening in every episode. Like it took, what was the dude he was making the bombs or whatever? That was like 10 episodes when they were fighting him.
And yeah.
And so shit like I'm like, hey, y'all are really dragging this. This is a long, and so when they like the story of it is great with the Nolan, the liar, and all of that. And when they were showing, I cried. But it took so long to like, so it was just like, y'all lucky I cared because this shit is taking too long. We didn't need to take this long. So yeah,
I think
that's where I'm at with it.
2 moments with that arc that I really enjoyed was Zoro when he did the Tarzan swing.
Yeah,
like unintentionally funny. Like you wouldn't expect someone like him to just go oh, as he swings.
I was cracking up.
And that one time where they gave a whistle to Chopper. If you're in trouble, just blow on this whistle. And then instantly you got in trouble when he turned.
He's like, ah! I love Chopper. Chopper's one of my other favorites because he's so cute. His backstory had me crying. I actually just rewatched it on YouTube for no reason. I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to cry. And I just watched it. And I was like, his little leg. When the little deer broke his little leg, I was like, what are we doing? I'm finna go shoot some deer as revenge. Like, having venison at night.
Get Sanji to do the whole cook up for you.
Ooh.
In anime, is there a scenario that you feel would make a perfect stand-up bit?
Ooh, in anime? In any anime?
Yeah, in any anime.
So I've actually done some of like my most viral clips are me talking about anime. And the ones that have went viral are because I'm like explaining, and it kind of goes perfect with the icebreaker thing we did earlier. It was like, is this a real plot point? So jokes are always not funny when you explain it, right? But pretty much what the joke starts off is like, yeah, people ask me to explain anime to them, like people that haven't seen it. And it's like, it's so hard to explain anime without it sounding weird. So it starts off with me explaining Dragon Ball Z. And then from there, then it's more like crowd work. And I'm like, give me something and I'll explain it to you. So it used to be just people just saying TV shows.
Okay.
But then as I started growing more and more, like more people, more of my fans coming to the show, they would yell out anime. So they wanted me to explain anime back to them. And so the first one I think that went crazy was I was explaining Demon Slayer.
Okay. And
then the second one was me explaining One Piece. So I think just like literally like the plots themselves, especially if you watch anime, it's funny because it sounds crazy when you're saying it back. So yeah, it's like Demon Slayer is like legit. This little boy, whole family died, and his sister got turned into a demon, and now that sounds like they're fighting Michael Jackson now. Michael Jackson's the king of the demons, you know. Yeah, so it's kind of that thing of the plots themselves sound kind of ridiculous, especially if you don't watch anime, but there's so much layer and depth to it that it becomes that. So I feel like honestly anything kind of leads itself to like potentially being a joke. I perform at a lot of cons, so
Are you coming to the UK for a con one day?
I would love to. Like, I gotta get my passport. I used to have warrants from traffic warrants and stuff. So I was scared to get a passport because I was like, oh, they're gonna arrest me when I try to go and get my documentation. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to the UK, especially because I'm like, there's so many black people out there. Like once I found out, like, oh, it's a whole lot of black people, I'm coming. Like I'm going anywhere with black people. But yeah, I got Boo, which was so funny, and DreamCon, it was a playful Boo, but I was like, yeah, Hinata didn't do anything. Hinata sucks, and she's the one that should have died instead of Neji. And, and it was like, because there was 1,000 people in there. Boo! And so I'm yelling, I gotta find the clip. But I'm like, no, what did she do? Tell me what she did. Tell me what she did. And then it got quiet, and then people started yelling out there, like, she helped that, and she almost died. I said, when she tried to help Naruto, she almost died. I said, I was like, she's never won a fight for real. She never really won a fight. Who did she, I said, who did she beat? And then they got quiet. I was like, yes, what the fuck I thought. And then, what's her name? The Hokage, the lady Hokage. I always forget her name. Tsunade. I was like, she ain't do shit neither. What did she do? She
gambled.
Healed. What did she? She gambled and healed. I was like, she did not really beat any substantial villain. Not for real.
Mm.
And so so that like for me it's that like kind of I just like arguing. I like debating, but like I'm not like a
Mm.
rage baiter. I'm like, no, my stuff is backed by facts,
Mm.
and I'm gonna say the thing. They didn't do anything, but also I don't like the how can I phrase this? The argument being like, oh, the writer's not good at writing female characters is true,
Mm.
which also means the character sucks. Yeah, it's always the writer's fault if they suck, but I can still like if I'm saying, hey, Hinata sucks, right? Don't come to me and be like, well, the writer's bad at writing female characters.
Doesn't change the fact that she sucks.
Which means she sucks. Yeah, like we're saying the same thing. Like he needs to write female characters better. Absolutely, because none of the female characters are good. 10-10 sucks. Hinata sucks. Fucking Naruto's daughter. Not Naruto. Yeah, she is there. Even Sasuke's daughter.
Yeah.
Who cares? Why does she have glasses? Like it's just like, what are we? What like none of the female characters really did. Sakura. What's the other one's name? The best fighter was chick with the fans that married
Shikamaru.
Shikamaru. I was like Shigarami. I'm thinking My Hero Shigarami. It's so much shit. But she was like one of the best fighters, and what did she become? A housewife. So that's what it's
do you know?
So it's like, yeah.
I can't argue with you. I want to, but I can't. Do you know what? With the female characters in Naruto, the ones that also have potential just didn't really get fleshed out too tough. There was that one Kage from another village that had lava release. She seemed really cool, but they didn't really explore her too tough. You had the Cloud Ninjas. Some of them seemed pretty decent, but again, they didn't really get fleshed out too tough.
So I'm saying,
what could have been?
She didn't. Yeah. So once again, I do agree that the female characters need to be written better. And in saying that, we're all in agreement that these characters suck.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, like.
Damn. Anyway, would you
still love it?
Would you say that there is, or should I say, does anime translate well culturally when you kind of take the whole West versus like Japanese style of humor?
I think for me, I started to enjoy it more once I started researching more about Japanese culture and like the jokes and even like the references. What's super, I used to kind of do it, but what super got me into it was Dan. Like it's that what was the little crabby Peeny Weenie?
Oh, the stallion crab thing.
Yeah, he was singing a song, and I was like, "What is this song he's singing?"
Okay.
And then I looked it up, and it was like this song that was for this energy drink, and the song was about like hardworking businessmen and all this stuff. But I started reading about like the cultural relevance of it. And then I started looking up just more stuff in Dan and like the actor that she said he looks like and all of this stuff. And so I actually started going back and trying to look up some more stuff for just different anime I was watching. And I was like, this is giving me a bigger appreciation for a lot of the stuff. Like some stuff you just thought was funny or things like that. But even seeing like, oh, these are like inside jokes that y'all have. That's your culture. So I do think like, and that's with anything, like that keeps it from being like, you know, it's the whole appreciation versus appropriation.
Yeah.
I feel like, if we're going to indulge in anime and do all this stuff, then we should research and understand the culture, why it's important. And this is a slight tangent.
I like a tangent.
I kind of get sick of people and, well, let me rephrase this. Who am I to tell people what to do with their trip, with their time, with whatever, right? But I get sick of people painting Japan as just like the background for your favorite anime. Like it's a whole country with the people, and it's not just like I'm going to anime land. Like that's super annoying to me. It's like go respect the culture, go respect for this. Stop fucking Naruto running down the street for no reason, and when the culture is
some of the tourists aren't gonna make it hard for us.
That goofy tourist shit. Like everybody else is walking quietly. Like this isn't anime land. This is a country where people live, and they're living, and you're going in these spaces, being loud, being weird, which is completely not what their culture is about. And like, yeah, you're gonna make it hard for other tourists. You're gonna make it hard
Mm,
for us to go over there that actually appreciate the culture and enjoy it in a way. And now we're being looked at as like, oh, they're going to be disruptive or this because you doing that goofy ass shit. Like,
yeah. There's certain
weird.
tourists that do things around the shrines. They'll basically be public nuisances. And I haven't had a chance to go just yet. I'm hopefully going next year. And I don't
Me
want it to
too.
be a
I'm gonna
thing
go
where I
next year.
finally pull the trigger. They're like, oh, guys, sorry. Yeah. I,
So you can't come over here. You can't see these landmarks. You can't see this beautiful stuff. Now there's fences around it. Now there's
mm,
this around it because y'all went over there and we're being weird just because you like. "Oh, I'm in Shibuya. Like, shut up. Like,
uh,
this is where somebody got killed. Yeah, because it's based on.
mm,
Like, I don't know. I would hate that. Like, I'm just picturing like somebody coming to Houston and running around with a grill down the street in front of
mm,
like Trill Burger because they saw it on so like that would just annoy me. Like, get the
mm.
fuck from nobody's doing that. We're just coming to eat, man. Like, don't
Yeah.
make it weird.
Mm.
Don't make it weird.
People make it weird. They love to do it. And the
They
thing is,
always make it weird.
it will continue to happen, which is quite sad, especially with people on social media seeing things and then recreating those things that they see.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm. I got another question for you.
Hmm?
Hmm. Would you say humor is a defense mechanism?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
I feel as though, it could be both, right? Like sometimes people just enjoy joy, but I
Mm.
do believe that, especially for a lot of comedians, right?
Mm.
Like you started being funny. Sometimes it's a trauma response for a lot of us, right? Like it is something that either like got you attention when you were a person that didn't get attention,
Mm.
or you maybe grew up in a situation where like there was a lot of anger or something and you used it as a way to kind of deflect some of that anger. For me, I would definitely say like kind of the latter. Like I kind of grew up in an environment that would like my mom used to do drugs and all that kind of shit, so it was kind of my way to cope with stuff.
Mm.
Um so yeah, I definitely feel like it's a defense mechanism, and I definitely feel like humor can be used positively or negatively. I'm in a space where a lot of people roast, right?
Mm.
Like, um, I feel like roasting can be funny,
Yeah.
but I also feel like a lot of people that are just always ready to roast and insult like somebody's looks or somebody's something, like you don't like yourself because why are you always prepared to insult somebody's being?
Mm.
I do feel like there's an art and a skill to it. I don't know if you're familiar with like All Deaf and Roast Me and all that kind of stuff.
I've dabbled. I've
Um,
dabbled. I've seen a few. Yeah.
so there are
Mm.
definitely some people in there that are like skilled roasters, and they're skilled in the fact where it's not like CP. I've talked about CP on like 10 podcasts at this point, but
Mm.
CP is one of my favorite comedians. But I also feel like he's one of the people when I look at roasters and I'm looking at it like an art, CP's that person.
Mm.
Because he's not just like, oh, you ugly, oh, you this, like he's creating a story about whatever the thing is he's saying,
Mm. Mm.
right? Like I remember one of my favorite ones that he said, and this was actually to another one of my friends. He said he had on like Frederick Douglass's boots. So it's you see what
Yo.
I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just and then he
Yeah.
like started doing this whole act out about it. But that's one of the
Mm.
things where it's like he's not just saying you're ugly. He's not like, oh, you're fat or that. He's
It's this.
Frederick
Yeah.
Douglass's boots. Who thinks about
It's a
that? You
setup,
know
and
what I
then
mean?
also the yeah. That's so
Yeah.
it's an art
So
form.
so yeah. So I feel like it can be that, right? But some people just use it to make themselves feel better, and those are the people I'm like,
Mm.
and you can tell,
Mm.
the difference between like somebody that's really like, I'm in this because it's fun, I enjoy it, I like making people happy, and then there's some people that are in it because it's like, I hate myself, and so I use this as a way to make myself either feel important or make myself feel better than other people. So it just depends.
Oh, okay. With the book that you've written,
Oh yeah,
how famous a guy to making it from? Some oh, literally, right?
yeah,
Plug, plug, plug,
I
plug, plug,
had
plug,
it
plug.
prepared.
If it was an anime, would it lean more into slice of life, comedy, or just chaos?
I think it would definitely be a chaotic slice of life, like maybe like a Psyche K,
Mm. Mm.
because a lot of the stuff. So pretty much what Half Famous is it's just like a self-help guidebook to people. It's for creatives, but not just for creatives. So it's me pretty much giving tips based off of what I've learned with my like 10 plus years in the entertainment industry. But it's also like stories in here about like things that I've been through in
Mm.
the entertainment industry to illustrate some more points. So that's like slice of life, chaotic, because like it's been a lot. It's been crazy. Like I didn't go there's a lot more stories I'm thinking about doing like a part 2. Um, but yeah, I've seen a lot of wild stuff. I've dealt with like a lot of crazy, weird people, but I've also had like some really great experiences that just like shaped and made me a better like performer, entertainer, and just like person overall. So yeah,
Okay.
and I just like slice of life. Like slice
It's
of life is fun.
such a good genre. Like such an
I
underrated
love
genre.
it. People sleep on it because
Mm.
sometimes I just want to chill. Like I don't like shonen is stressful. My Hero is stressing me. Like it's stressful. I just want to watch a low stakes show.
Mm.
Like I said, Psyche K is probably one of my favorite ones because it's just fun. It's fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's good. Psyche K is another character that I think is unintentionally funny.
He's literally always in his head, but it's also a
Yeah.
thing where would you say that his deadpan kind of outlook and way of living just makes him even more funny? And it's a cast around
Yeah.
him that kind of like help carry the jokes.
Yeah. It's always
Mm.
his reactions to them that
Mm.
just like like him and his dad's dynamic cracks me up so
Yeah,
much
they're
because like he
hilarious.
does not respect his dad at all, and it's so funny
Mm.
because his dad is literally always begging him for stuff.
Always.
But yeah, I think it's just funny how like all of these people like
Mm.
him so much, and he's
He's
just
just
like,
like,
I
I
don't.
want to be alone with my pudding cup,
Yeah.
please.
His little coffee
Yeah,
jelly, him and his little coffee jelly. He's like, that's all I want. Can y'all please get out of here?
but
But it's funny, like
mm,
how he became friends with these people.
if you want to bribe him, just get him that coffee dessert. Um,
He loves it.
that one character, Nendo, really like he's funny, but he also weirds me out the very same way. Like it's
He's stressful.
he's stressful is the key word.
He reminds
Literally.
me of like a stupider you still gotta watch Yu Yu Hakusho, but it's a
Mm,
character Kuwabara,
mm,
where it's just like you're big, you're kind of dumb, you're
yeah,
just goofy. But Nendo is funny, but he be fucking stuff up on accident.
yeah. Him and his
You remember
mom.
that episode with his mom? Yeah, I
Oh
was like,
snap!
oh, yeah. His mom and
Psyche
that the
K.
magician liked her.
Oh yeah.
she she just him with a wig on. So that's why I'm
Mm.
like, it's so funny. Also, Sakamoto Days is
Oh,
same thing.
hilarious.
So fun. Same thing. It's like
Yep.
something about like a deadpan person just
Mhm.
in these ridiculous situations.
Mhm.
It's so funny to me.
I need to rewatch Psyche K because that's giving me some laughs. It's giving me some
Yeah.
belly laughs.
I'm
Um,
gonna watch Assassination Classroom in the last 3 episodes and then watch Psyche K
to
to
kind
feel
of like
better.
level out. Yeah, do you know
Yeah,
that
gotta
sounds
balance that
sounds
out.
like a plan indeed. Um, would you say that there are any moments in anime that have influenced moments in your book?
Ooh, let me see. I actually talk about let me see. Do I talk about anime in here? You know what? I will say I don't know if I talk about it directly,
Mm,
but I actually do. No, I mentioned some stuff. I definitely mention Goku. I feel like I mentioned Goku everywhere. Oh,
mm,
Sailor Moon right here in the intro. But there's a chapter called no, not the people in oh, Power Rangers got me here.
mm.
And so that chapter is about building your brand.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can actually read you the title, flipping through the book. Power Rangers got me here, keeping humanity in your brand.
Mm,
So, a lot of times I'll have people ask me like, how do you build a brand? How do you build a brand? How do you do that? And it's like you build your brand based off of what you already like
yeah.
and what you're interested in. A lot of times people's brands come off inauthentic because you don't really care about that thing. Right?
Mm,
Like, we've seen it. It's like, oh, these fake anime watching people and they're trying to act like they like it because it's trending. And it's like, hey, if you don't like it, talk about what you like because there are people that like Bridgerton. There are people that just want to read books, or there are people that like to sew, or like
mm,
everything that you like, somebody else likes. So you should build your brand on what you like. And that's once I really started embracing my love of anime and embracing my love of nerd culture and embracing that, I started getting fans that were like me. And I started building community of like-minded people. So now I'm getting invited to more cons and more of this, and even coming on your podcast, like,
Yeah.
because I don't know, my chair sliding. I'm
Mm,
I'm getting to be in spaces and talk about things that I actually like and care about because I've built my brand on what I actually like and care about. Like, I fucking hate, like, I'll talk about some relationship and some dating stuff because it's funny, but I hate going on those podcasts where it's like, should men and women go 50-50? Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Like, if that's what you're doing in
mm,
your relationship, do it. I don't care. That's not something that I want to sit on and talk about for an hour, but I
mm.
will talk about the Chimera Ant arc for 6 hours. You know what I mean?
You and
So
me both.
when let's talk, but when
Mm,
you build your brand on what you actually like, there you go. It's just a way more fulfilling experience.
okay. I like that. I like that answer. Are there any moments in your book that can resonate with creatives who are trying to find their motivation or keep the momentum?
Yes, so I have a chapter. Yeah, flip through. I do have one called, I think this is probably the best one for it.
Mm.
Nobody claps for burnout.
Oof. I
Nobody claps
feel called out.
for burnout. Shaping joy and play in a better art.
Okay.
And so I talk about how, I'm a person, as you said, or I do a lot of different stuff. And so at one point in my life, I was just doing stuff. And even when I first moved out to LA, I wasn't going out, I wasn't hanging out, I wasn't meeting new people. I
Mhm,
was working like 2 or 3 different jobs. I was like editing for All Dev. I was on Air Talent, but I also was like editing for another thing. I was writing for all these different platforms. And I wasn't going out. And even like reflecting and talking back to my daughter, she was like, yeah, we weren't going to the movies. We weren't really hanging out. I was cooking. We would maybe watch something on TV, but we weren't spending a lot of time. And so I definitely have learned to incorporate, like, go the fuck outside, enjoy your life, like,
mm,
hang out with your friends, take a break, rest. You know what I mean? Like, this whole hustle culture is like, if you're not working, you da da da, and if you sleep is for the week and all of that is
mm,
just so toxic. It's such toxic rhetoric. And it's just like people that say that you're not operating at 100% because you're not resting. You're not giving your body or your mind a chance to rest. So I had to learn how to create and make stuff and execute in a way where I still have time to rest, where I still
mm,
have time to go to the movies and spend time with my daughter and like go hiking. And I like to work out. So like, sometimes I want to walk for 3 hours. And so I had to start structuring stuff in a way to where I could still live my life and be a human. Because if
mm,
we're doing all of this stuff and we're making money and we're trying to build a career, but I'm not getting to enjoy any of the money or any of which I don't have any, but any of the little money that
mm,
I make, oh shit, I'm gonna go get an ice cream cone or something. So, but even that, like going out and experiencing life helps you create better. Because
mm.
when you're tired, when you're burnt out, when you're not seeing anything but your house, how are you creating anything new? Where's your inspiration coming from?
I hear that, and I'm pretty sure that there are
Yeah.
people who are listening to that can take inspiration and value from that. So thank you for that.
All right,
Um,
thank you. Yeah, go outside, y'all.
go outside. Get outside.
Get outside.
um, Speaking of getting outside, would you say
Mhm.
social media has made success feel closer or further away?
Both. It's so interesting because I've been around, I'm finna age myself real bad. So I think I started really taking content seriously like maybe 2013, right? So for me, it's been 13 years of like grinding. And I've been posting since then. So
Mm,
actually I rephrase that. I've been posting since then, creating content, making sketches, all of that. But where I was like, I'm gonna post like every day,
mm,
maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
yeah.
But still, that's a long time to be consistently doing stuff. And in this time, I've seen people blow up. I've seen people make 1 or 2 videos and get millions of followers.
Mm,
I've seen people have one clip go viral and now they're booked around the world. But then I've also seen people that have been doing it longer than me that still haven't blown up. I've seen people that have blown up and now they can't get booked on anything.
mm,
People don't care. Um, I've seen people like get canceled. I've seen like the spectrum of all that social media can be. So I think that social media is a tool, and I think that people should use it like a tool.
Mm.
I feel like people put too much emphasis on social media and not enough emphasis on whatever the live component is of the thing that they're doing. So for me, it's a little easier because I do stand up. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm creating content and I'm making content so that I can do stand up, so that people will see me and want to come to my shows, or they'll like, I could be on a con. Like there needs to be some human element to what you're doing. So I feel like even with like gaming, okay, you're streaming, okay, now go to the cons, go meet other gamers, go talk to other people, like create whatever that is. So I
Mm.
feel like whatever you're doing on social media, you need to make sure that there is some human component to it, because that also keeps you from getting so caught up in the numbers, the this, the whatever the bullshit is with that social media is attached to. So I just use it like a tool. I don't necessarily use it as like it's weird because you
Mm.
kind of have to and don't. So it's always like a duality. Everything's a duality,
Yeah.
right? So like I'll look at my numbers, but I don't internalize what those numbers mean. For me, it's more so of like, okay, this is what people are liking. This is what people are interested in. Let me make more of that content,
Mm.
and not, oh, I'm not successful because, I've been doing it this long. I've been doing it for this long. And right now on Instagram, I have like 87,000 followers, which is a big number. But I know people that have been doing it for 2 years
Mm.
and have 500,000 followers or 1 million followers. So if I was a person that was going to internalize that,
Mm.
yeah, it's like, oh, how am I successful when I don't even have a fraction of the numbers they have?
Yeah.
On the flip side, I get paid to tour and travel. It is those same people can't sell out a venue.
Mm.
So, I think we just you have to figure out like what success looks for you, how you want to use social media, how it can help you, and then don't internalize that shit. I don't, you got to be Goku with stuff.
Mm.
I'm not Vegeta. I'm not like Vegeta's always chasing Goku, trying to get stronger than Goku.
Mm.
I'm Goku. I'm just trying to get strong.
I like that. I like
I'm
that.
focused on my shit. Yeah, be Goku.
Mm.
That's in the book too. Oh, that's in my other book.
So basically, using social media as a tool and kind of using it to, I guess, inform your decision rather than being bogged down on what numbers look like. Which,
Hmm.
yeah, I hear that. That's actually
Hmm.
that's a good nugget right there.
Thanks.
Some of the answers that you're giving have it's nice because it's also answering other questions that I had. So I'm like, oh, I want to ask you this next, but then you've already answered that in your last statement. So I know that we can talk at length. So I've got one final question for you because, yeah, this can go for hours. You're actually very, very, very good to talk to.
Thank you. You too.
Arigato. So what is my last question? I guess, how do you know when chasing your dream? How do you know when to pivot versus when to
Ooh.
push through? And it's a two-parter. If you could, I guess, tell your 19-year-old self a bit of advice, what would it be?
Ooh, those are good questions. I think I'm gonna answer the 19-year-old one
Mhm.
first. So for me specifically, so I had my daughter at 19. And
Interesting
so at
number.
that time,
Mm.
yeah, it's like, ooh,
Like,
yeah, I had her at 19. She's 17 now, so
mm,
um, she's almost the age I was when I had her. So I'm like, don't have no kids.
mm,
But I would definitely say what I would tell me is
mhm,
to figure out what you like faster. So from like 19 until like maybe 23,
mm,
when I was 23, that's when I realized like, oh, I actually like comedy. I started doing stand up. I started really getting into like making videos and making sketches and really writing and stuff like that. And it's one of those things like I always loved writing. Like I've been writing since I was a kid,
mm,
but I didn't think that that could be a thing, right? Like, a lot of times we sometimes we feel like our dreams are like capped almost, right?
mm,
Like we see who's around us, we see what they're doing, and that's as far as we think we can go. And so for me, a lot of people in my family were teachers, so I became a teacher, and I hated teaching. And it wasn't even necessarily like my dad also like acted on the side. So
mm,
I was privileged in the fact that I never had that situation where my dad was like, just stick to teaching or get a 9 to 5 and that's all, whatever. He just was like, hey, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you want to do. But
mm,
mentally for me, I never had seen anybody be successful creatively like that. So that wasn't even something I was thinking about. I also want to pause that point and say, you can be successful within your 9 to 5. I'm not one of those people. And I hate those people that are like, you're only successful if you're living on the edge and you're doing acting or you're doing that. It's like, if you're working, like, there are also creative 9 to 5s, right? Like animators are technically 9 to 5 workers, right? Like they have a schedule, they have times they have to go in. So whatever your job is, you can be successful in that field and you can go higher than wherever you're at, right? So for me, it was figuring out what I actually wanted to do. And what I actually wanted to do was write, and I wanted to perform, and I wanted to be funny. So I would just have told myself that then. It's like, hey, this is what you like doing. Stop trying to do this other shit that you don't like doing. You don't need to go get these like my degree is in visual communications.
Nice.
Graphic design.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Like I'm not good at drawing either, but I'm really good at like making flyers and that kind of stuff. And I was looking into marketing and advertising. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm glad I did it because that's helped me with my career because I have certain understanding for stuff, but that wasn't my dream. That's not what I wanted to do. I've done editing. Like I've pretty much worked in every field that you can imagine. So it's like, man, I wish I would have understood myself earlier so that not even necessarily that I could be making more money, but it's like, man, I would have saved myself a lot of stress and I just would have been happier longer because even though, broke sometimes or this or that, like this is the happiest I've been in my life because I get to wake up every day and do what I enjoy. And that's just a great feeling. And I want that feeling for everybody.
Bless you.
Oh,
Literally, like
thank you.
that's so dope.
It's dope. Oh, and the other question, to answer your other
Yeah.
question, it was when should you stay or when should you pivot? I think when you don't like it anymore.
Oh, when you lose love.
Like I don't agree with I watch a lot of stuff, right? And I always hear like people equate it to money so much. I don't necessarily equate it to money. I will say if you're spending if you're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars and you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars and you're putting yourself in debt, I think that you should pivot and make money. Like figure out how to make money so that you can still continue to do it. And sometimes pivot doesn't mean quit, right? It means like I've pretty much lived creatively without having to get a job, as people say, right? Maybe, I don't know. I can't even do the math because 2018 was the first time, but then I went and I was a graphic designer for like this beauty pageant magazine. So I don't think since that gap, there's been like a full year where I haven't had to go get steady income or steady work. And it could be in the creative field, but like I said, where it's just like I'm making money off of me and my brand and that, and I'm not like working for another company. Yeah, I work for other companies all the time if I need to, because money. Like I don't agree with that starving artist shit, especially with a kid.
No, of
I
course.
feel like people that do that, and I get it. That whole like plan B takes away from plan A, but I don't subscribe to that shit, especially when you have kids. That's just selfish. Like, why is my child suffering because I want to go tell jokes? Like, hey, bitch, the baby's hungry. Go get a job. Go get something where you know that you're getting paid. And even if it's for like a couple months so you can stack up so that you feel stable.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is it's super hard to create. It's super hard to make stuff when you're hungry and when your rent's not paid and when you don't
Just the worries and the woes.
when you're like so I would just say to shift gears completely is if you don't like doing it anymore because it is hard, and it's hard in the sense of you don't know if if you will ever get to the point of success that you want because there's so many intangibles. Like I don't know if I'm gonna blow up on social media. I don't know if like I'm filming a comedy special, excuse me, next month. I don't know if a network's gonna pick it up. That's out of my control.
Of course.
All I can do is make it, and if they pick it up, cool. If they don't, then I post it. Like all I can do is continue to create. So if you ever lose that passion to create, then you should find something else and figure out whatever that passion is. But yeah, I agree with like if you don't want to do it no more, quit. Like don't force yourself to do something because you want to say that you're doing it. Like go spend your time doing what you love. I know so many people that have quit comedy, and comedians will be talking shit about them like, I can't believe they quit. And I'm like, look how much happier they are. They hated this. Like, they were out here getting drunk every night. They looked terrible. They like, there's a lot of drugs and stuff. And then you go look at them now, and they like have a family and they have kids, and they're smiling at the orchard picking apples and shit. So it's like, what was better for this person?
They're happy, basically, which is the most important thing.
They're happy. So yeah, I feel like happiness above stuff, happiness above creating, and mental health above any of that stuff.
Of course. At the end of the day, you always come first, literally.
Yeah,
You
absolutely. I don't give a fuck. Me, am I good? No, I'm not. Okay, then I need to get up out of here.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh,
sorry for the tangent.
No, do not apologize. If you've come across any of our episodes, we are the king of tangents. One day, if you ever do find yourself on this side of the pond, we'd love to actually have you down to chop it up with us. Especially one of the guys who loves to argue. I think you might meet your match.
Oh,
I think you might meet your match.
Never. I love it. I'm with it. I gotta let me look up these ticket prices.
Love it. But yes, before I let you go, is there anything you like to plug? Your book, for example, or your upcoming tour?
So yeah, my tour is currently just in the States for right now, but hopefully, I would love to do an international tour at some point, which means I just got to keep working so that y'all can. They know I want to come out there. But you can get my book. It's available everywhere on Amazon. So check it out. Half Famous, A Guide to Making It, from someone who hasn't made it yet. I will also shout out to my illustrator, Shane Campos. Shout out to everybody that helped me edit this book and just to help me create it. I also have some new music that'll be coming out this year. It's inspired by Toonami. I changed the album name, I think, maybe, but right now it's Never Knows Best, which is inspired by Fooly Cooley. I don't know if you got some Fooly Cooley fans out there. I would love Fooly Cooley. You're like, good choice. So yeah, that should be dropping towards the end of the year. And then I'm always posting on social media. I pretty much post daily. So if you like anime, if you like cartoons, if you like rants about anything, check me out. Everything is Roxy Haze. It's all, where is it? Over here. I don't know if this is still going to be up there when you edit, but Roxy Haze. RXXYHAZE. Yeah. And thank you for having me. This was fun.
No,
I enjoyed it.
No, I should be thanking you. Thank you for joining us. And yes, another one parting question.
Oh yeah.
What is your fresh take on anime right now?
Ooh. I think that the space that anime is in, is a space that I never thought I would see. And as a older nerd, at first I was mad, legitimately, like, ugh, all these y'all are getting the perks of our hard work, like y'all aren't getting bullied and all of that. But I think it's really cool how big anime has gotten and how accessible it is now, because I never would have imagined I could walk into like just a regular store and go buy some manga, right? Like, you used to have to go to specialty stores, and like getting to share this like with my daughter and show her all of this stuff that like really inspired me and made me who I am. I think it's cool. Like, I can just go get merch. I can just go buy. I have swords back there. Like, that wasn't a thing growing up. So I think it's really cool how accessible it is. I'm really interested to see how it's going to continue to grow. Some people were talking like, man, anime is going to pop. I don't think so. I think it's going to be like how K-dramas are. Like, it's so big and there's so many different stories that can be told. I'm really excited to see what continues to happen, where it continues to go. I'm excited because I'm seeing more Black people get involved in anime. I met a dude, and I cannot remember his name off the top of my head, but he opened an anime studio in Japan. And so,
I know
yeah, like, just see,
that's so good.
Yeah, I love that. So just seeing that, and even like Meg Thee Stallion's making an anime with Carl Jones from the Boondocks. Shout out Carl. So stuff like that, like just seeing how it's coming into the forefront, and these are people we've always loved it, but now, there's light getting shown, and there's just so much space for all of us to be part of it. And so, to the people that want to continue to gatekeep anime, you can't. This isn't your thing either. Because we didn't make this. Like, I'm not gonna get into that, but it's like, we are getting to experience someone else's culture, and I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I think that we should continue to experience anime, share anime, and yeah, enjoy it with everybody, including the new people that just started watching. We got to let that hurt go.
Exactly. You heard it
We got to
here.
let that hurt go,
Let it
baby.
go. Well, I've been Parker Zensai. I've been joined by Roxy. Guys, as always, keep watching anime and keep it fresh. Aye.